I learned to play guitar on my father's 69 SG. My father was actually a bass player, and we had an amplifier in the house, but it was a bass amp. So I learned to play guitar on the old 70s custom with the K, like
Oh
the
yeah,
blue sparkly
big
vinyl
padded.
with the big
Yeah.
single 18 speaker in it. So it's technically a combo, but it was like 4 feet tall. Um, and it's like I said, it just had the single 18 with like the little two portholes on the front of it. And it was a bass amp, but it had a bright channel. So like you pulled on the
Oh yeah.
volume knob and it enabled the bright channel. And so that and a Boss heavy metal pedal. And
mm mm
so it was like
mm.
amazing guitar, kind of crappy distortion pedal into a
Yeah.
WTF bass amp, and that's how I learned to play guitar. Um, and much like you guys, like my first guitar story is kind of a two-parter. The first guitar that I ever actually bought, again from Guitar and Banjo in Beaumont, because we lived literally right down the street from Guitar and Banjo. Um, we had a friend of the family that gave me like three or four or maybe five Boss pedals, like a phaser, like the whatever the Boss phaser, like a Boss distortion, and a couple of others. I don't even remember what all he gave me, but I was like, well, I don't, because at that time I had moved out of my father's house and moved in with my mom. And I was like, well, I don't even have a guitar. I can't do anything with guitar. I don't have a guitar. I don't have an amp. So I took him to Guitar and Banjo, and I was like, well, I have a bunch of pedals, but I don't have a guitar. I need a guitar. Can I trade these? They're like, they looked at everything. We'll give you 145 bucks. That Ibanez right there,
Yeah.
it's like a lawsuit era Les Paul, like a cream colored Les Paul custom copy.
Oh yeah.
It's marked at 150 bucks. So if I give you these pedals, that means I only have to pay $5 and I can have that guitar. Yeah, it was like $5.41 after tax.
Yeah.
And so that was the first guitar I ever bought. And man, I abused the crap out of that thing as teenagers will do. But like you, I really wish I still had that guitar, even though like it wasn't a great guitar. I think it had a bolt-on neck. It was not. It was like the Ibanez lawsuit era copy, but it was like the cheap copy. Um,
Sure.
but it's like we all have that soft spot in our heart for like that very first guitar. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's the guitar that I really like. By that point, I was learning Master of Puppets, and I was learning One and all these Metallica songs. So, um, I mean and that's the guitar that I had. That was the only guitar I had until when I graduated high school. My extended family all came into town for graduation, and they gave me like a big stack of money. They're like, now you can go to college. Slow down. Brian Jones has a 1979 Les Paul Standard for sale for 700 bucks.
Right.
I'll be right back. So I went, all the money, literally every penny of the money my extended family gave me to go to college. I went and I bought my 79 Les Paul Standard, and I have never regretted it for a single day.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you? You know,
Yeah. I bought my
I'd buy
dream
that
guitar.
guitar 10 times.
Yeah. I bought my dream guitar. It's still my favorite one. It's sitting right there, that one.
There it is.
So, yep.